channel. I hope you're all well. So in this video we are going to be reviewing the brand new live action movie from Disney, Aladdin. Now I was super excited to watch and review this movie because I've been a massive Aladdin fan my entire life. I feel like his character is really relatable and really cool, and I feel like as an animation suite of movies, Aladdin's always been my favourite one. And you know, I've even started in a theatre production a couple of years ago as well, so I had very high expectations for this film. And you know, for the most part, it is a really cool movie, it's really awesome, but there are unfortunately one or two things that do let it down that kind of makes it, as an overall package, not as great as it should be. But you know, that said, it is a really cool movie, and let's break it down in this movie review. So we all know the plot and premise of Aladdin, and thankfully the majority of the film is based on, you know, the source material from the animation and the cartoon. So you know, you have Aladdin, who is a street rat that is just trying to live his life in Agrabah. He befriends and falls in love with Princess Jasmine and kind of wants to win her hand. At the same time, Jafar realizes this and kind of uses it to his advantage when he realizes that Aladdin is pure of heart and can go into the Cave of Wonders and retrieve the magical genie lamp for him. And then, you know, the rest of the movie ensues as it should do from the source material. They have added a couple of new scenes which are really funny actually. There's this absolutely hilarious one where Prince Ali is trying to win the heart and mind of the Sultan and Princess Jasmine, and it's a really cringe-worthy scene, but in the best kind of way because it's just so funny. And yeah, you know, for the most part the movie is really good. I feel like the ending is a bit rushed and isn't as nail-biting as the original is. But you know, that said, the plot and the premise of the movie is really enjoyable, and it's a really fun ride throughout. So when it comes to the characters and the actors in this movie, I am really divided, to be perfectly honest with you. Some of them are great and awesome, but some of them are really bad and really miscast. So let's go through them one by one. So Mena Massoud plays Aladdin brilliantly. He is the perfect choice for Aladdin. He's really charming, he's really confident, he's really bashful, and he kind of plays all of the elements of Aladdin really well. So you know, when he's really scared, when he's really intimidated, when he's really overconfident. So you know, Mena Massoud is a great Aladdin. We then have Naomi Scott, who is equally brilliant in the role of Princess Jasmine. This iteration of Jasmine is a lot more powerful and a lot more confident, even has her own new solo song as well. So, you know, there was a lot to live up to for this character, but Naomi Scott delivered really well. Will Smith was cast as the genie, and you know, when we first saw the first couple of images in the first teaser trailer, there were a couple of, you know, mixed reactions about whether or not this was a good, you know, way of portraying the genie in a live action film. And to be honest, it does take a little while to get used to Will Smith's portrayal and his iteration of the genie, but you know, when you kind of get going with it, it is really good. Jafar was so bad and really disappointing in this film, to be perfectly honest. He was just really miscast in this film. You know, in the animation, he's a very over the top, very menacing, very intimidating villain, and is just, yeah, such a great rival to Aladdin, in kind of like that he's the opposite to him, and he's very scary, and you know, you're just really feeling for Aladdin. But this iteration of Jafar was just really not that great. He's not intimidating, he's not menacing, he's not like clever or cheeky or, you know, over the top panto villain like Jafar should be. He's just, yeah, just really one-dimensional, really monotone, and just, yeah, not that great. Iago as well was completely destroyed in this film. Iago is such a massive character that has these amazing, like, paragraph lines in the animation, and just kind of steals all the scenes he's in, and is just really bringing the humor in the animation. Whereas in this one, it's just a parrot that just has one or two lines. They're not really that clever. There is one big scene towards the end with Iago, but that doesn't make up for the fact that the character was just completely watered down in this film, and it's, yeah, just a bit unforgivable, I think. The Sultan as well was another disappointment. You know, in the animation, he's a very goofy, very funny character. Whereas in this film, again, he's just very one-dimensional. You can't really understand, you know, what he's feeling at certain moments because he's just not that expressive. He's not that kind of characterful as he is in the animation. So yeah, the Sultan was another real disappointment. Abu is really funny. I think Abu's really good. There were some parts where they tried to humanize his look. So I feel like his look was a bit hit and miss, but you know, he's got a decent role in the film. He isn't as cute as he is in the animation, but you know, overall he's alright. Magic Carpet's really, really cool. I feel like Magic Carpet's one of those characters roles, I don't know how to define it, but yeah, Magic Carpet is really, really good in this film as well. And yeah, you know, the other supporting cast are really, really good as well. There's a couple of new characters, I won't ruin who they are, but yeah, they're really, really good. And even the supporting cast give some of the main characters additional storyline materials. But yeah, you know, overall the characters are a bit hit and miss. Some of them are really, really good, but others were just really dragging the film down. So yeah, as far as the characters and actors go, there are some winners and some losers. The visuals in this movie are magnificent. It's very vibrant, very over the top, very beautiful looking. I was really pleased to kind of see Agrabah come to life in the live action movie. If you've been to Disney World or Disneyland and you've kind of walked through Agrabah yourself, and it's kind of really nice to kind of see what it looks like in the live action movie. They've done a really, really good job of it. The musical score in this film is really, really good as well. They've got a couple of new tunes in there, which is really, really nice. And for the most part, you know, they've stayed authentic and true to the original and kind of have brought it to life in a really, really nice way. So, you know, from a visuals point of view, this movie is awesome. So in terms of comparison, Aladdin definitely is the best live action movie that's come out of the Disney's suite of live action movies that are coming out right now. It's definitely the best one so far. I wouldn't say it's as good as the animation is. The animation is just so iconic and so, you know, dear to so many people, and yeah, I wouldn't say it's as good as the animation is, but you know, as far as live actions go, this movie is really, really good. In terms of other movies generally, you know, it definitely is above the rest. It's a really cool movie, it's a very vibrant movie, it looks really, really cool. The musical score, like I said, is really, really good. The characters, a bit hit and miss, but you know, overall, you're seeing one of your favourite storylines come to life in live action mode, and yeah, they've done a really, really good job comparatively to other films and other musicals and other live action films. Overall, Aladdin, the live action movie, is really, really good. If you haven't seen it yet, I would recommend seeing it because it is a really cool, spectacular of a film. You know, if you are a super fan of the original, there are going to be some moments in there that annoy you, but you know, that said, it is a really, really enjoyable movie from start to finish. Like I said, the ending is a bit rushed and I kind of would have wanted a bit more from it, but you know, I am happy to kind of recommend it to you guys and would really advise you to see it if you haven't seen it. I do hope they do a sequel because, you know, they've created this amazing world that would kind of lend itself really well to the sequel, especially because there is a second and a third movie and even a whole suite of animation storylines in the Aladdin TV show. So, you know, there is a lot of material that they can do with this world, and I do hope that they do have a sequel for it. But yeah, overall, I really did enjoy this film. And you know, I probably would have given it a lower score because of some of the characters in this film, but because I'm a super fan, I am going to give it a 7.5 out of 10. I'd love to hear what you think, so please let me know in the comment section below. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you in my next video.